we kind of got into it last week. So that's what kind of brought me to um, this topic is what are some great tips and tricks for doing craft shows? Now, there's a few of us on here. I know Joelle, Valerie, there's a lot of us, Michaela for sure, that do craft shows and markets and are pretty successful. So I'm going to try not to say so much. After last week, I realized how much I actually say that. So tonight, I do have some tips and tricks, but I really am interested to know what you guys think and what you guys are interested in knowing, and we can pick each other's brains. I am by no means the expert at this. I have been doing craft shows and markets for a very long time. And before craft shows, I would do bridal shows because my life prior to this was in weddings. And so I would set up for bridal shows and try to get brides to buy my stuff just like you do in a craft show. So I want to know before I dive in, is there anything, any topic or any specific thing that you guys want to ask? Joelle says, I think one of the things that's important is making sure to say hi to everyone that walks by. I have found most stop after you say hi to them. Yes, I agree with that. Um, I want to know question, what dying question do you have? So we'll go through a few things, and then if you want to pop your questions in at the comments, and I'll try to get to them all, I hope. I have it up on two screens, so I'm hoping I won't miss anybody, but if I miss you, just ask again, okay? So yes, Joelle, I agree. You should definitely say hi to people. Not so crazy where you're like in their face, right? So will people are very apprehensive of committing to buying your stuff, right? So they might come in and they might not really want to be bothered so much. You need to be able to read your customer when they enter your space. If you say hi to them and they say hi back and they start engaging and having conversation with you, absolutely. Do not do this with your phone, okay? Um, People don't like that. But if you are um, saying hi to somebody and they're just like hi, but they look like you can read their body language. If they look like they are just there to kind of look around, or maybe they don't want to engage in conversation, or they don't want to feel pressured into buying your things, you can say hi, give them eye contact, and then do something else. Let them shop, let them look around, because they're not going to really um, want you in their face saying hi to them. It's just like a store, right? So if you go into a store and or the perfect example is a car dealership. You go to a car dealership and you're walking around and you're looking at cars. What's the first thing that they do? Most car dealership salesmen, and I say most because not all, they will bombard you. They'll be in your face. They'll follow you around. And what do you want to do? You want to get back in your car and go to a different dealership. So it's very similar. You don't want to be so in their face, so pushy, so salesy, that they get scared. But that is a very good one. Definitely make sure you're saying hi. Make sure that you are making eye contact. Some shows are really busy. Some shows are so busy that you can't say hi to everybody. But if you're engaging and you're talking to another customer that might be closer to you, the other people that are in your booth are going to see that you are engaging and that you're inviting person. If you're sitting in your chair and you have your head down and you're looking at your phone the whole time, people are going to think you're not interested in selling your stuff. So you don't want to be so enthralled in your phone or your tablet or whatever it is you're doing that you don't pay attention to them. That can even include working on projects while you're sitting there. So I know there's a lot of vendors that might bring something to do. Um, I know I used to bring my paint and I would paint while people were shopping. That can be fine because you people like to see the process. People like to see what you're doing. But you don't want to be so involved in what project you're working on that you're not paying attention to your customer. And I think the best advice is to really think about how you would want to be interacted with when you're at a craft show. Maybe most of us crafters go to craft shows because we tend to be obsessed with crafts and all things. So think about how when you go to one where you're a shopper, think about how that vendor interacted with you. How did you feel? What did you think? Were you like, oh my God, this lady is crazy and I she's all up in my face. I'm leaving before she is like jumping down my shirt or something? Or are they engaging? Are they talking to you? Are they smiling? Are they looking like they're happy? Right? How many of you have been to a craft show and you've walked into a booth and the vendor looks pissed? I mean, I know I have. Has anybody else experienced that? Maybe not to that extreme, but you can tell that they're not having a good day or they're upset, or um, maybe they just are just in a mood for that moment, but you can tell, right? So in the comments, tell me who has ever experienced that. Yes, Peggy says. Peggy's gone to a lot of my shows. So she's seen a lot of shows. There's good shows and there's bad shows. And we'll talk about those too, but yes, Valerie. I know Valerie has because we've talked about those people. Um, you don't want to be around them, right? So you tend to walk away or you're like, ooh, like she's having a bad day, right? And that's what you're going to remember. So just try to put a smile on your face and act like you're excited to be there. You want people to be excited about your stuff, right? We don't do this to keep it in our basement or in a storage unit. I mean, you want to sell it, right? So that's a very good first tip